this is Ebonygeek. You're always welcome to join me in expanding your knowledge base. Comments are always welcome, and please subscribe. Step 2 is put on the motor plate. Actually put my screws and nuts where they don't go flying all over the place. If you have magnetic containers to hold your screws, great. They are lifesaving. Okay, so these are the motor plates. You want this part to sit up on front. That part with the slot, not the square, but the slot to sit up front. Now this is going to be lined up with this top screw. That's why we need to unscrew it a little bit. Why? Because we have to get these screws through this front screw, and it's going to be right over that first screw. So you have to have it placed just right so you could do that, because the screw had to come in from the inside. The best way I find to do that is to try to line up this hole with that hole, and at the same time with your finger. Okay, so you're trying to line up this hole with that hole right there. At the same time with your finger, you want to try to get the nut right there. And line it up as well. And kind of eyeball it. And get everything as lined up as you can. Alright, I think I have it. Then you want to take your screw and screw it in and hope that it catches the nut. Now, in order to do this, you have to have that screw on the bottom needs to be unscrewed to a point where you could do this without it interfering so much. But trying to do it like this, yeah, it's kind of hard when you're trying to line up everything, but it kind of keeps it from being so difficult with the one at the bottom. So I think I kind of got it, so I'm just going to take my screwdriver, try to get it in there. You don't want to cross thread. Okay, and I believe it's there. Yep, got it. Just tightening it up. So it's just a matter of being a little patient, because they made this a tight fit. So you just want to do the same thing. Remember, you'll slide it in, because if you don't have to slide it in the first one, you're going to have the same. You're going to have another issue with trying to get it in again. You know, because you're going to have to take it apart and do it again, all over again. So remember, taking your finger, once you have that first part set, I'm trying to do this so I can see it and it could be under the camera as well. So once you have the first part set, put your finger right there and try to eyeball it so that the nut is right under there. Take the screwdriver, try to cinch it into the nut and the bracket and all that. Nice. Okay, so you know, some of it is luck, some of it is, you know, it acts right. What's going on is that bottom nut is kind of interfering with it. I didn't pull it out as good as I should have, so I'm just going to screw it all the way in now. Screw that other one all the way in now. Okay, and this one should be fine, and let's see if this one will be fine. Now, yeah. So Alright, so at the end of step 2, you should have this. That's the end of the hard part. All we doing now is we're adding our screws to the back part of the motor plate. Okay, so seeing as it was so simple to do it like that, I'm just going to slide the nut under there and my screw here. This one should be simpler because the front part is already set in place. Okay, so I have my fingers situated where I'm going to hope that it could just go in. Now either the bracket is not quite right, but yeah, we're going to have to just push that through and just put the nut on this way. And in this case, I guess it'd be easy to do it this way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to get that on there, so let's just go ahead and try to get it screwed in nicely. Okay. Just getting the last part of the motor plate in. I'm just pulling it up a little bit. Taking the screw. I'm just gonna hold it and get the nut right there. Okay. Let's get it screwed on. That's the end of part 2. Part 3, we just thread these brackets on here like such. Okay. So the front part of the bracket is definitely going to be starting off through the front screws here. So let's get the bracket on. It's going to fit like such. So, and we just using 4 screws. So put the screw in, thread it, get it threaded through the first screw up top, or the first hole up top. Alright. Now holding it in place, I'm just going to flip it over, or actually I'm going to hold it here and hope that we can get it threaded on nice and easy. Let's try it like this. Let the table hold it in place as best we can. Okay, and there's the first one. Second one goes through the last hole that it'll fit through, which is right there. Okay. Let the table hold it while we get it the nut on. Just gonna reach through the bottom here, get the nuts on. Okay, so I'm just gonna cinch it a little bit, holding the nut from the bottom. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the socket part of this off because you cannot get that whole thing in there. Now I'm just going to hold it on there and then just cinch it a little bit more. That makes it a little bit more simple. So you can get a little bit tight. Just using what we have. Okay. And then we could do, okay. Alrighty. Then we could do the top part here. And we'll be done with step 3. So pushing that screw in there. And get it in here. And I'm going to push this. I'm going to just do this like this. I'm going to take the screw for the other part and kind of leverage it so that the screw can get in there. Okay, and then I'm just going to lay it down. Now both screws is in there ready for me to try to get the nut on them. So I'm just going to slide it, and there we go. First nut is on. Once you're doing it, it gets a little bit easier, I dare say right now. And get the last nut on. There we go. Okay, so we have the screws for, and we have step 3 done. Okay. Just getting everything tightened up a little bit more with the help of the socket wrench that I'm now holding, since it won't fit in there. We don't want these tight, but we want them tight enough where they just don't fall out or wriggle around. Okay, so that's where we're at the end of step 3. I am Ebonygeek, and I hope that the information provided has been helpful to you. Please remember to subscribe. Happy building and happy coding.